Hello everybody! Today I'm going to teach you how to expand a dress. How many times have you found the perfect piece that just calls your name? It's like, Rachel, this dress was made for you, but it only fits part of you. This dress fit my bust and my waist perfectly, but not even remotely close on the hips. And I can't count the number of times that I found a piece of clothing that fits my top and not even close on the bottom. So I added panels into the bottom and now it fits perfectly everywhere and I didn't have to sacrifice owning this fantastic vintage piece. So let's find out now how to do it.
So this is what our dress looks like before we have done anything to it. So open it up and these are our two side seams and that's what we're going to rip with a seam ripper. Make sure you get the zigzag stitches and the straight stitches and the bottom hem. You have to rip the seams of all of it and only go up as high as necessary for your expansion. Since my waist is fine, I'm just going below the waist to do the expansion. And make sure you're careful when you're ripping your seams to not put a hole in your fabric. You just want to rip the actual seams. We're going to do this on both sides and see where I marked with my pin of how high needed to be ripped. I had put my dress on and found out how high I needed to start ripping. Now that we have that measurement, we're going to put it on the fabric, and the length of that we're going to make a triangle shape of what our expansion piece is going to be. The way we're measuring it is the same concept as doing the circle skirt. So do the length of your ripped seam, make it a triangle, fold it in half, and do the same. This way you know it will be symmetrical. Now where we had pinned on the bottom for the length, we're going to cut that out. Fold it in half and make sure it's symmetrical. And remember when you're cutting the length to allow for seam allowances. Now since my fabric is lined, I needed to make sure that my lines were the same on both pieces. Now pin your outside pieces together. This makes sure that our seams are hidden. And before you start sewing, pull out your fabric to make sure that it makes sense the way it's going to be sewn. See, this is my outside and my outside. Now just sew your seam. Leave the very top of your panel unsewn because we will match them up in the end. Because once you have both sides of the panel installed into the dress, you can sew that final seam so that it lays properly. And as always, don't forget to make the knot at the beginning and the end of your seams by going backwards and forwards with your machine. Now that we've taken the pins out, you can see it's outside and outside. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So our outsides are together, and then we're going to pin them. Now sew that seam. Now you can see once I fold it out, all of our seams are hidden. So here's the original part of the dress and the panel we have just added. And don't forget to seal all of your edges, especially because I'm using seersucker. If you don't seal the edge and you wash it, your seams will fray right out. To do this, you're just doing a zigzag along the edge of your fabric. Now we're just going to sew in the top of the triangle. For the bottom seam, we're going to fold it the same way that it already exists on the piece. For mine, it's a double roll. And it makes it much easier to keep those in place if you iron it down. Just sew your bottom seam and you are done. Here is our final product. Never let sizing hold you back from owning a piece you want again. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out some of my previous tutorials.